Hello, New World tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted Waters 2, New Horizons, with me, BlueAnkylo. We are still on the hunt for discoveries. Last episode, we were able to explore the east side of Africa, which worked out alright. And now we're gonna go across the Atlantic to the new land, new world. Now, I've been talking about it a little bit. There's obviously anywhere you travel west, you can get across the ocean. There's probably certain areas that are better than others because the winds kind of favor you. I think somewhere around the west coast of Africa, you can just head straight west and you sort of hit eastern South America, so there's less ocean time. But I don't know the exact breakoff point for that. Because I'm not actually a cartographer or a navigator for a 1500s ocean-going vessel. So the other easy way to do it is just to follow Iceland, Greenland, and then west to Canada, basically. So hey, let's go visit Canada, right? But yeah, certain routes have better currents or sort of wind assistance, I guess. I believe the North Atlantic traditionally blows wind eastward, which sort of makes it harder to cross if you're using a sailboat. Now, there are vessels in this game that are more man-powered, like use rowing rather than sailing. And those ones care a lot less about, wind speed and all that. So say hello to Iceland. It's pretty green. Yeah, at least the current is helping us a little bit here, but the wind is not particularly useful. Oh, that was actually Greenland. Oh, wow, we were further than I thought. So, oh no, now we're just at the tip of Greenland right now. We're gonna follow the way of the Vikings here. This is the map switcheroo point, of course. So, it's a, what would they call it? Well, you can see the map is centered on, like, China, rather than, I guess the game was made in Japan, so this is like a Japan-style world map, rather than usually the Europe being the center of the map, the Eurocentric style. Alright, found the port of Forel. We don't really need that. It's just a port to buy food, basically. No need. At least they've got them. In Uncharted Waters 1, there weren't a whole lot of those resupply ports. So, yeah, it's nice to be able to buy some food as you're traveling along. So I wonder where we are now. This looks like the east coast of something. Look at a map. Maybe the map will help us out. I wonder if this is... I actually don't know what Forel is supposed to be. Forel might be technically Greenland, so this might still be Greenland. Greenland's pretty big, so I guess. I don't really want to go much further north. Yeah, this is probably the west coast of Greenland. So this should lead towards approximately Newfoundland. Like the way the Vikings did it, the newfound land to the west. We'll never be able to understand the dialect over here, though. Alright, I don't really want to head into Hudson's Bay, so we're just going to start heading south. There may be things worth exploring on the northern end, but I don't really want to head to the Arctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean sounds scary, so let's stay out of there. So we should be in Canada right around here. This should be Newfoundland for sure. And, we'll see what we can find. I'm hoping we can find some villages. Got a fair bit of food to go. So, no villages. Great. The developers hate Canada. It's the true lesson here. Do I bother going all the way around Labrador? Wasting food. Just to explore a place that probably has nothing, because I guess the Japanese Uncharted Waters developers never went here. Never looked at a map. Alright, that's it, right? Yeah. Apparently they hate Canada. But yeah, I'm not going to the Hudson Bay right now. It's not time for the Hudson Bay Company. The Japanese want you to explore, but not Canada. There's all those villages in Africa. Does Japan even know Canada exists? Well, I mean, they put the geography down. Someone had a map, but they might not think anyone lives here. Alright, well, let's head on down towards, well, I guess the USA. Oh, it's a little bit early to be the USA. It's gonna still be, British colonies at this point, I guess. Hey, look, we found Cape Cod. Well, at least that's something. Aren't all the Canadians on the southern border? Everyone just lives in Toronto is the main thing. But yeah, it's like 90% of Canada's population lives within like 100 kilometers of the southern border. Something like that. Hey, a village! This is what we needed. Now, Ride, you know there's at least one person in Canada. Are we having a storm? No time for storms. To the village. Alright. We immediately found the totem pole. Alright. A large wooden pole carved with the designs of animals. It symbolized the status of the chief, and it sometimes used as a sign of the tribe. Thanks. Does staying inside a town not count as waiting? It should be fine. Excuse me. Alright. The only problem with that is I couldn't check if I can repair. Yeah, we didn't take any damage. We dodged that storm. Good job. Good job. We found the tribe of Canada. The Canadians have been discovered in totem poles. Very, very, very good. Alright, this looks like... I don't know, where are we now? It's just like... It's Havana! Well, that didn't take very long. I feel like they didn't put very much in North America. One totem pole village. And then now you're down to Cuba. Interesting. Interesting! I guess in the 1500s, it was just all about that Mediterranean. Alright, we'll explore around Florida. This is a terrible mistake. Never go to Florida. This is why I was trying to avoid the Caribbean. Storms for days. I need to go back to Havana. Rats! Did I... Wait. Ah, I never bought any rat poison. I bought lime juice. Alright, well the rats are just gonna be rats. There's nothing I can do. We're just gonna starve here waiting for the storm. Buy a cat? Yeah, that'd be nice. Alright, we somehow weathered the storm. Alright, let's head on down back to Havana, because... Oh, this is bad news. A double storm. Florida is just the worst, guys. Nobody likes Florida. Well, we got a little bit of food. Alright, can we please stop having storms every 10 minutes? Please? Not even 10 minutes, it's like every second. Alright. Congratulations! Your level is up. And your level is up. And your level's up. Must be hurricane season. If it was actual hurricanes, I don't think parking the boat by the shore would have been enough. Alright, Havana looks pretty terrible. I mean, I guess they've... it's got some stuff. It's got more stuff here than I expected. Good job, Havana. So where do we go from Havana for exploring? Do we want to... Wait, what's this? Wait a second, guys! An event! You're Broke, the adventurer, right? What's it to you? Every adventurer knows about the gold medallion, do ya? The gold medallion? Never heard of it. What is it? You mean you don't know? Well, you must have heard it on the golden city of El Dorado, then. Nope, never heard of that. Shiver me timbers! Why, it's the city of legend, El Dorado, made entirely of gold. From the buildings to toothpicks, everything gold. Have you really never heard tell of it? Not a word, mate. But what about it? What about the gold medallion? Well, I happen to have a map which tells where the gold medallion is hidden. I picked it from the pocket of a greenhorn sailor. I'll sell it to you for 2,000 gold. It's probably a ripoff, but we got the money. I think you're lying, but I'll buy it anyway. Excuse me? So, the city of El Dorado is in the vicinity of this map. Yeah, aye, matey. I forgot to tell you. The medallion was hidden by pirates a long time ago. It is said that an adventurer from Portugal went on a quest for El Dorado to bring back some of the treasure. The natives had treated the adventurer well, but he gave them the medallion. So he gave them the medallion. But after that, he was never heard from again. Later on, pirates stole the medallion from the natives and hid it. So the gold medallion is the only treasure on the map. Aye, but if you find it, 2,000 gold be like a drop in the bucket. If you find it. Well, he was probably pulling our leg, but you never know. I have a feeling we'll find something. Look at this, guys. Adventure. I feel like gambling. Hey, Louis Scott. Ooh, look at this guy. Totally a pirate. Guaranteed. Yeah, he's not looking for a new job. It's too bad. Alright, there you go. Glad we stopped by the bar. So, is there anything else to do here? Not really. Just buy supplies and get back out there, I guess. So where are... Oh, can I... Actually, I should look at the map. Well, we'll look at the map once we go out. At least the food's a little bit cheaper here. Hey, Blood Angel. Alright, lots of food, lots of water. We're doing fine. We are exploring the new world. So, let's see if this treasure map was worth the 2,000 gold. An old map of the gold medallion, the treasure rumored to come from El Dorado. So, there's a little X in the middle there. At the end of a river that heads due south and ends by a mountain. So that's all you gotta remember, is to dig for gold there. Good luck! Alright, that's it. I'm a little bit worried about storms, so let me put a save here. And let's get to work! I'm just gonna head towards the Gold Coast, I guess. I don't know where the rivers are gonna be. But I'm assuming somewhere along this stretch for Aztec gold. We found Veracruz. That's great. And a village. Perfect. What I really want is villages anyway, so this is great. Yeah, the era of exploration was pretty awesome. Except for all the scurvy and dying and mutiny, but... Hey! Cool music! What did we find? A cultural artifact. What? 13 men want to stay? Because they're tired of sailing? You jerks! In a random village in Mexico, basically? We found a cursed jade mask. A mask encrusted with small pieces of jade. Eye holes give it a somewhat ominous appearance. Alright. Has my morale, like, gone down the toilet? Yeah, the morale's fine. I don't know what these guys' problem is. Well, it's okay, but it's unfortunate that we lost some crew at this moment. Of course, wow, we're gonna be real low on spotters for a bit here. There, at least we can sail at full speed. And technically we can still find villages and stuff, but we have to basically be adjacent to a port to see it. But we're actually almost done with the Gulf of Mexico here, so it's not going to take too much longer. Oh, there's actually a river there. We want to come back for that. I think what I'll do is, you know, we'll make one more loop back down to Havana, and then I'll hit that river up, and then we'll head south. Alright. Trying to imagine what kind of animals are only in America that people would have discovered. Beavers. Man, they love their beavers. No, there were sort of beavers in Europe, but they weren't as well, they were hunted to extinction by the time they got to North America. What am I doing? I'm just wandering around aimlessly. No, we're here to get new sailors, right? Yes. Thanks to those jerks that decided they were happier living in a tiny village with no plumbing. Hot cocoa, that's not what we're here for. Any tough sailors ready? 11 will be enough. We're actually still too short, but it's okay. The American squirrel is an invasive species in Europe, yeah. There's been a lot of species bringing back and forth, whatever you call it. That's unfortunate. One of the downsides to colonization and exploration. All right, we'll go with like 70-30 here. That's fine. Canadian geese. Yeah, there's an invasive species if I ever heard one. I don't care where they're from. Alright. Stock up on food. Alright, so we can actually sail a little bit longer this time because we're short 2 crew, but that's not a big deal. We aim for 40 crew max, but we actually only need about 35 for optimal exploration. So let's check this river out. This is heading north. This is like, I guess, maybe the Mississippi, I guess. That might make sense. See if there's anything up here. Let's go east first. Back in the day when you could just sail a large triple-masted vessel deep into North America on the Mississippi River. I mean, I know it's a big river and all, but this is still a little bit silly. Just identifying animals at the beach. That's cool. All right, we didn't find anything. What village would you find at the north of the Mississippi? Let's not plunder. All right, villagers, find me something amazing. We'll probably find some buffalo or something, if I had to guess. Just sailing upstream in a giant river, yeah. Like, I know they had those steamboats that went up and down the Mississippi fairly classically. But, you know, they had steam engines. Alright, 25. This is the most difficult, whatever you want to call it, discovery yet. The previous record was a 25. Moose riding geese with machine guns and laser eyes. Alright, 40 points to get a natural wonder. We get Niagara Falls. Wait a second. Wait a second. You can't sail up the Mississippi all the way to Niagara Falls. That's a completely different river system. That's... What? Japan, what are you doing? You guys are ridiculous. They've never even been to North America. Like, I've been to Niagara Falls. It's connected to the the 5 Great Lakes. And the river there exits into North Atlantic, not the Gulf of Mexico. That was not what I was expecting at the end of that river. This was before the tectonic plates moved Niagara Falls like 1,000 kilometers north. Alright, well we found a plant. Okay, what do we get over here? Yeah, the totem pole's more like a Pacific Northwest thing, isn't it? Yeah. A Venus flytrap. Do they have those over here? That sounds like a swamp thing. Maybe Florida has some of these. An insect-eating plant with jaw-shaped flower that bears sharp spines and secretes a sweet liquid. Once its jaws snap shut, they won't reopen until the prey's been digested. That's cool. I'm not sure if this is quite the right geography for a Venus flytrap, seeing as we're in wherever this is. Where is this? I don't know my American states that well, but maybe a little bit northeast of Texas, give or take. Are we like almost in Kansas now? Arkansas? It could be Arkansas. Missouri? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really very good with American geography, sorry. You got too many states. I only have to remember like 9 provinces. I can do that. But like 51 states? I don't know. Too much. Alright, well that was a fun little river adventure. Good times. 2 weeks of travel. I suppose we'll go back to our hub in Havana to restock, and then we'll head down towards South America rivers. Not enough states. You gonna add some more? Just dissed your entire 5th grade education. The only way I would have known how to name all the states is this dates myself pretty well. But there was a cartoon when I was a kid, you know, Animaniacs. You guys may have heard of it. It was pretty popular. There's a song that I can't remember which one of the 3 kids sung it, but it's all the states and state capitals in the states, and that was the only way we would have ever learned them all. Just watching stuff like that. Too long, too many times. All right, we're heading south now. The state song, yeah. Our crew was paid some money. Geez, you don't have to stop our adventure to tell me that. Alright, so this is kind of along... We must be just hitting the tip of South America now. They had a song for the states? Yeah, there's a country one, a state one, and something else. They had a couple pretty good songs. We discovered a natural wonder! Guatavita Lake, a holy place for the Muisca. Not the moose, the Muisca, who throw gold and emeralds into the lake when their new king ascends the throne. Someone go diving. Alright, that was nice. So just to look at the map. Okay, we're technically still in like Central America. We're not in South America yet. So we're not going to find any giant river systems yet, like the Amazon. But we'll find an Amazon, don't you worry. I mean, we're on the hunt for the El Dorado. That's literally our quest right now, is Gold Medallion. Porto Velho. Right? Also Panama. Aw, wouldn't it be awesome if there was a little canal there? Yeah, someone invent scuba gear right now. Cartagena. This is the Gold Coast. If you play in Pirates of the Caribbean, this is where you attack the Spanish gold fleet. Maracaibo. Man, I used to spend a lot of time pirating this coastline as a kid. Nothing else down there, that's fine. Man, those were good times. I'll have to explore the Caribbean Isles at some point just to unlock all the ports, but for now, this is fine. Caracas. Like, we're gonna want to go by Port Royal and all the little islands. Margarita. Now we're talking. Alright, I'm not going to head north right now to the islands. Let's head towards rivers. We should have enough food. And there should still be a supply port along here somewhere. So where does the Amazon River hit the The port of Cayenne. I bet you they've got peppers. Spicy, spicy peppers. So this is about the area. If you were trying to travel back to Europe, it's somewhere around here where you head due east, and then you hit the west coast of Africa. Somewhere along this area. But we've got a river system to explore. Alright, don't forget, a southern tip of a river, which might be this one, has some buried treasure we're looking for. Ultimately, we'll get all the stuff along the east coast of South America. We discovered a plant. It's an Amazon water lily, an aquatic plant with giant floating leaves and large flowers. The leaves measure over 6 feet in diameter and are so strong they can bear the weight of a small child. That's fun. Bet you didn't know the Amazon had lily pads that kids could sit on. I'd be surprised. In this game, it sounds like it's probably something that has an animal underneath it that will eat you. Alright, we're gonna need to entertain the locals. We've actually had a pretty good run of discoveries that don't kill us today, so let's see what happens here. I feel like... No, I've seen them. I've seen us find discoveries at the 15s and 25s. It's not always on the 10s and 20s. I was thinking maybe I could speed it up a little bit by only doing two entertains at a time. Alright, this time we found Pororoca, a natural wonder. An enormous tidal wave that occurs during the new moon in April. Locals say that huge waves may reach over 16 feet and wash everything away. April, hey? Maybe we should not sail along here in April. It's already July, we're fine. So I'm just kind of... I'm going to explore kind of one route at a time. I'm going to kind of go counterclockwise, north and then west, basically. But so far, still nobody dead. Let's speed this up a little bit, because this is kind of silly. Alright, we found a Mata this time. Spiny turtle with a large diamond-shaped head and an irregular, rugged shell. Nobody ate us. And we found this turtle without it eating anyone. That's the real win. Finding in a giant turtle that doesn't kill us. So many villages in the Amazon. We should just come here first. We're gonna make so much money when we go back to Portugal. This is great. All right. We found a cultural artifact. That's probably bad. It means we're gonna lose people. We found a balsa. We found a primitive boat. There's way more villages in the Amazon than Canada. You're right. A primitive vessel used for intertribal trading. The raft has a grass hut mounted on top and uses a square sail. At least none of our sailors decide to stay there. I thought if we had another cultural artifact, maybe they'd ditch me. I wonder if they're made out of balsa wood. Ooh, that might make sense. How are we doing for food? This is the next split in my river. At least the world map here can kind of show you where you've been, where you haven't been. All I've missed is a couple small southern little divides. Most of the river heads west, so let's keep going. Well, they stayed in that village that had the other cultural artifact, whatever it was. I can't even remember. It's like, hey, there's a turtle here. Let's just quit our sailing days. Alright. Now, I really do like the villager music. I just, I feel like we've got more important things to do than do this in slow motion. 30? This is a difficult one. Someone's gonna die when we find it. I have a bad feeling about this. We're being attacked by a monster. We lost 12 crew. We found an Archaeopteryx. Reptilian bird thought to be an ancestor to today's birds. It had 4 legs, was unable to fly, but it could sure kill people. Alright, now the question is the sunk cost fallacy. Do we keep going with pretty short-handed crew? The main thing is we eat less food now. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Jelka. Thanks for keeping me honest. The problem is I have to sail further to make sure we don't miss any villages. Some explorers reported finding dragons. Yeah. Well, we found one. That's a real dragon there. It killed 12 people. This right here is what I was looking for. We discovered the gold medallion. Good thing we didn't go back. We were that close to the gold medallion. So, hold on. That one. Item. We didn't even get a fancy tune for it, but yeah, we got a gold medallion. Hidden treasure. The gold medallion that may prove the existence of the legendary land of gold, El Dorado. It has a distinctive gold relief crafted by the skillful hands of Incan artists. I was pretty sure it was on the Amazon River, so yeah. No surprise there that we found it fairly easy. The maps in this game aren't too hard to figure out compared to some other games with like only quarters pieces of maps. Let me just... yeah. 60 food. We should be okay to finish exploring the Amazon. There's a couple little southern splits to check, but not too much more. Probably only like 1 or 2 more villages. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of people on lookout, so it's a little bit harder to see. If people would stop getting eaten by monsters... 51 food. We got enough for this one last little loop. It's not even very far. Alright, that's it. I feel like that's a full explore of the Amazon River. So now, do we head north or south? I think we keep moving south, because we haven't explored this direction yet. And there should be a resupply port before too long. Before too long. Still got 41 food. Man, we're like 1 mermaid event from everyone being dead. Come on. Come on, South America. Don't do this to me. I can't go up a river right now. No, I can't do it. Remember that river for later. Wow, I thought for sure there'd be a town much, much closer on this leg of the adventure. If there are no supply ports on this section of South America, we're dead. We've got rats. Oh, that's not good for food, is it? Hey, we found Rio de Janeiro. Where are we? Oh, there's another big river down here, isn't there? There's another big river system somewhere southwest of Rio, I think. So maybe that'll be our next adventure. I figure we should do as much exploring as we can before we head back to Portugal, right? And I suppose, I think you can sell the gold medallion. I don't know if it's like a quest item, if there's any reason to hold on to it. But if we really need money, we can sell something like that. Hey, an actual item shop in Rio de Janeiro. What you got? A circlet. Ooh, a large sapphire. Do not sell it. It's funny how easy it is to troll the chat. Alright, no nobody ready to... Nobody... No NPCs willing to be recruited. Let's get some more crew. Let's treat them a little bit, because we've had quite a few deaths. We'll just spend a little bit of money to kind of... Did you know the Governor General of Italy? Hey, that's something I didn't know. So we should go back to Italy at some point, I guess. But yeah, I want to treat... Oh, we actually didn't get very many men. Wow. I think I'm going to have to wait another... I think I want the full 40. So I think what I'll do is... sleep a day and then come back, basically. Just a little bit of speed up here. I'll spend a little bit more money on treats. I don't know how the people in Rio de Janeiro know that the Governor General of Italy wants to talk to me. It's kind of ridiculous. But there you go. Fully stocked boat. Assign them 65, 35 again. Oops. No. There we go. Tons of people on lookout. It's a JRPG. Yeah, I know, I know. There's little carrier pigeons. Yeah, bird messages. Oh, wait a second. Say, bro, could I take a look at that gold medallion? Here you go, pal. Check it out. Pretty awesome. There's a mountain of gold, just like the medallion in El Dorado. Come on, Broke, what do you say? Let's go find it. You bet, Camillo. I'm sure we'll find it. The search for the legendary city of gold. Now this is adventure. Good thing I didn't sell it. Alright. So that was a lot of money. But we have made a lot of discoveries. So once we get back to Portugal, we will be laughing in gold. Or we will be rolling in gold. How long is the campaign? I don't know. It depends on how long you want to make it. Definitely can go longer or shorter depending on how efficient your play. I'd say maybe 10-20 hours per campaign, maybe, depending on what you do. Look at all that fame. So famous. Alright, we're going to take a short break. So future tubers, I'm going to end the episode here. And then live tubers, we're going to take a small stretch break because I've been streaming for a couple hours. And when we come back, we will continue exploring. I think I want to finish exploring South America. And then we'll probably head back. Or not all of South America, but kind of the east coast of South America. And then we'll probably head back to Portugal and maybe back to Italy. Because, hey, apparently someone wants to talk to us. That's important. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.